On January 20, 2025, Donald Trump returned to the Oval Office. He marked his first day back with a flurry of executive orders. These orders outlined his administration's priorities. They signaled a sharp shift from the policies of the previous administration. Trump emphasized a focus on border security, immigration control, and what he called America First principles. Trump's executive orders sparked immediate controversy. His supporters praised the decisive action. They believe the orders are necessary to address illegal immigration and protect national security. Critics, however, express deep concern. They argue that the orders are cruel, unconstitutional, and likely to face significant legal challenges. The executive orders addressed a wide range of issues. They included directives to end birthright citizenship, declare a national emergency at the southern border, and resume construction of the border wall. Trump also ordered the reinstatement of the Remain in Mexico policy. This policy requires asylum seekers to stay in Mexico while their cases are processed in U.S. courts. The swiftness and scope of Trump's actions sent shockwaves through Washington. Politicians, pundits, and the public grappled with the implications of his return and the policies he immediately put into motion. The coming weeks and months are sure to be filled with debate, legal battles, and protests as the nation confronts the consequences of Trump's return to power. One of the most controversial executive orders targets birthright citizenship. This long-standing principle grants automatic citizenship to anyone born on U.S. soil. Trump's order seeks to end this practice for children of undocumented immigrants. This move has ignited a firestorm of criticism. Legal experts argue that it directly contradicts the 14th Amendment to the Constitution. The 14th Amendment states that all persons born or naturalized in the United States, and subject to the jurisdiction thereof, are citizens of the United States. This amendment, adopted in 1868, was intended to guarantee citizenship to formerly enslaved people. It has since been interpreted to apply to anyone born within U.S. borders, regardless of their parents' immigration status. Trump's attempt to overturn birthright citizenship through executive order is unprecedented. It is almost certain to face immediate legal challenges. Opponents of the order argue that it undermines a fundamental principle of American democracy. They also believe it will create a class of stateless children. The potential consequences of this executive order are far-reaching. It could impact millions of people, and set a dangerous precedent for future presidents seeking to circumvent Congress and the Constitution. The legal battle over birthright citizenship is likely to be lengthy and contentious, with implications for the balance of power and the very definition of American citizenship. Trump's declaration of a national emergency at the southern border is another highly controversial move. He claims this declaration is necessary to address what he calls an invasion of illegal immigrants and drugs. This declaration allows him to bypass Congress and allocate funds for border security measures, including the construction of his long-promised wall. Critics argue that there is no legitimate national emergency at the border. They say that Trump is manufacturing a crisis to justify his hardline immigration policies. They also point out that apprehensions at the border have been declining for years. Furthermore, they argue that the real crisis is the humanitarian one, with asylum seekers fleeing violence and poverty in Central America. The National Emergency Declaration is expected to face immediate legal challenges. Opponents argue that it sets a dangerous precedent, allowing the president to usurp the power of the purse from Congress. They also worry that it could be used to justify a wide range of executive actions that circumvent democratic norms. Trump's decision to resume construction of the border wall is also deeply divisive. While his supporters believe it is necessary to deter illegal immigration and drug trafficking, opponents view it as a symbol of xenophobia and a waste of taxpayer money. The wall's effectiveness as a deterrent is also debated, with some experts arguing that it will do little to stop determined migrants and smugglers. The public response to Trump's executive orders has been swift and polarized. His supporters have praised his decisive action, arguing that he is fulfilling his campaign promises and putting America first. They believe that the orders are necessary to restore law and order, protect American jobs, and combat illegal immigration. Conversely, Trump's critics have denounced the orders as cruel, unconstitutional, and a betrayal of American values. They argue that the orders target vulnerable populations, including asylum seekers and children, and will cause irreparable harm. Protests have erupted across the country, with demonstrators condemning Trump's actions and calling for the orders to be reversed. Legal challenges to the executive orders are already underway. Civil liberties groups and immigration advocates have filed lawsuits arguing that the orders violate the Constitution, federal law, and international treaties. The lawsuits are expected to be tied up in court for months, if not years, and could ultimately reach the Supreme Court. The legal battles over Trump's executive orders will have profound implications for the balance of power between the branches of government, the rights of immigrants, and the future of American democracy. The outcome of these battles will shape the nation's character and direction for years to come.